Hi, welcome to another Riverside Chat with Alex Cosper for SacTV.com. Today I want to talk about how the river, which is what this show is based around, is not just scenic beauty, but it can also work as a border. The power of bridges can connect those different pieces of land. And today I want to talk about how the bridge as a metaphor can empower our community. Now, we don't necessarily need to build new bridges over the American River or the Sacramento River. There's already plenty of bridges. But the mental bridge that we construct with our minds over things that seem divided or separated can be very powerful if we apply the concept of connection between two things that seem like they don't connect. Okay, I'm kind of talking about the music scene. The local music scene kind of doesn't connect with money that much. What would it take to make the local music scene more profitable, or more of a music scene that gave musicians opportunities to make a living at making and playing music? That's an amazing question, and until people ask it, there is no answer. Now, there are certain cities around America that have developed music scenes. The obvious ones are New York City, Los Angeles, and Nashville. There are other music cities as well. Seattle is the perfect example of a well-developed music city that's been developing for decades. It has a very healthy music scene with lots of clubs, just a lot of ways to make money at music in Seattle. Now, Sacramento, by contrast, just doesn't have that, okay? It has some clubs, some good clubs where you can make money, and you can even get regular gigs. They usually go to bands who know a lot of popular cover songs or can mix in cover songs with their original material. But we need to find what it takes to bridge the local music scene with some kind of economic reward. All those hours and days and months and years of practicing and creating music, it, you would think it would pay off at some point because people love music. But why don't they love local music as much as national music? Well, because they're mainly exposed to national music, most consumers. In music, things don't just happen by themselves. Someone has to make them happen. Like the whole rock and roll movement of the mid-50s. I mean, there were promoters and DJs that made that happen. Okay, it wasn't just, wow, this grew from the streets and it just someday exploded, into the mainstream. No, it's because there were people who played that music for other people to make it happen. So a bridge can be a person as well as a constructed bridge over a river, but a bridge can be someone who connects with different groups. So those are the building blocks to creating a music community. And I myself, because I'm a musician, I like working on music a lot. It's just a big part of my life. It's a hobby, but let me play you a sample of my music. In fact, it's my latest song in September 2023 that I've released through DistroKid. This song is about the topic I've been talking about. It's called Over the Bridge. And the bridge you see in this video, it's the Harold Richey Bridge that divides Rancho Cordova and Carmichael in the Sacramento area.
Back home, where you take whatever you get, just like a rolling stone, yeah. Well, someone over the bridge is falling for your love. You wanna get more than you can get. Now don't you ever forget about love. Now don't you ever forget. No, don't you ever forget. Well, the world keeps getting smaller, but the dream is still alive.